Our day-to-day is filled with so many uncertainties, from the political madness that we're currently witnessing to the economic instabilities and insecurities, the layoffs that are happening, and that quiet, dreadful question that I'm sure many of us are asking ourselves. Will I continue to be able to make a dignified living a few months or a year or two from today? But in the midst of all of this, there are people who continue to build things, to create and to plant. Hi, my name is Sharia Walker. Welcome to my podcast. I'm glad that you're here. We don't know each other yet, but stick around and I have a feeling we'll become good friends. So there's this study out of the Kellogg School of Management that found sitting within 25 feet from a productive person increases our own productivity by 15%. Let me say that again. Sitting 25 feet from a high productive person increases our own productivity by 15%. Imagine, just from proximity. And social cognitive theory explains why. You see, we're wired to observe, to absorb, and imitate the world around us. And that doesn't stop at the office door. Research shows that the content that we consume online affects our real world behavior in exactly the same way. So that got me thinking. And I started asking myself, what if we were more selective about the stories and the voices that we let into our world? What if instead of the noise and the chaos and the fear, we selected stories of people who build things, who make things, innovators and creators? The Sharia Walker Podcast is a podcast about the stories of people, builders, innovators, and business starters. And the three characteristics that define all of our guests are that they are people who see the world and experience it as it is and have the courage to imagine what it should be or what it could be. Then they take that imagination, that ideation, and they turn it into something real, something you and I actually want and need. A product, a service, a system, and they do so responsibly and ethically. And in doing so, they actually create and generate value for themselves, for their families, their communities, and the wider world. This podcast goes beyond the surface level success stories. It explores the lessons, the failures, and it looks into these small moments of courage that hardly get talked about. And for those of you who like to understand how things actually get done, don't you worry. I got you. We're going to go there too. We're going to explore with our guests what are the actual steps they took to get started. We're going to talk about the practical details that you actually need when you're trying to start something for yourself. There's a saying by the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, that I find myself coming back to quite often. He said, if the final hours were upon us and you had a seedling in your hand, planted. You see, the guests that we have on this show, they understood that principle. They planted anyway. And not because they were guaranteed any certain outcome, but because they understood that the act of creating with integrity is its own purpose. So for now, no asks to like, follow, or subscribe. If any of this resonated with you, just stay curious. Keep an eye on this page because we're just getting started. I'll see you soon. Take care.